Conversations about race and privilege is one of the things that we talk about so much in the world today. Many people are beginning to confront the uncomfortable truth of their own biases and systematic structure that actually uphold this inequality. In this video, we have a man who courageously kind of share his own journey of recognizing his white guilt and the realization that he hasn't done the work to actually deconstruct white supremacy. His video, I see a lot of comments, especially under his video, people coming in and sharing their take. I have put together a clip, so without wasting much time, let's just get right into it.
I want to address my anger on social media recently and why I feel like nothing matters and why I don't care about how I talk to people, how I, like, literally I feel right now in this moment, nothing matters. And if you care to understand what's in my head and why I'm acting this way before you start calling me crazy and unhinged, I'll explain. White guilt. I first experienced white guilt when I was in middle school watching The Color Purple with my classmates. And I realize now that going to school in Teaneck, New Jersey was such a unique experience for white people in this country because of its rich diversity, ethnically, racially. And really, in terms of money, I mean, we had $1 million homes, and then we also had project housing. So yeah, Teaneck was a really good microcosm for the world. And I realized how unique that experience was. I further went on to college to go to school in an all-black dorm. And I also realized that experience is very unique for white men in this country. And with all that lived experience as a white person, I still had racist thoughts without knowing it, because they were not KKK thoughts. They were more like assumptions, judgments. I considered myself a good person, but I did not do the deconstruction of white supremacy to understand that things that I was thinking is due to the systems around me. So when BLM happened, I took anti-racism very, very seriously. I literally took a online Zoom class for 6 weeks with tons of reading. And my anger comes from white guilt today in 2024, that white people still choose ignorance, still choose racism. And the reason why I said it's not Democrat, not Republican, and wait, before you guys go nuts, wait. Racism is not exclusive to only Republicans. They are just outward about it. They are just, yeah. But the Democrats, we are racist too. We just dress it up better. Case in point, there was a white Democrat who calls herself a feminist, and in her comments to one of my recent posts, she said something to the effect of, racism isn't even going to be a problem anymore because white people aren't reproducing and we will be done by 2040. That's what she wrote on my page. Not one of you called her out for that, by the way. You were agreeing with her because I happened to say something about Trump, and so everyone was attacking me. What she said was racist, and that's my point. Donald Trump exists because white people allow racism to exist. If you are a white person and you've done anti-racist work, whoop, whoop, all right? I want to see all my white people who have done anti-racist work drop a hands up, drop a fist up in the comments if you've done anti-racist work. You are going to see it's a minority of white people. It's a very small portion of white people that do this work. And so my point to you is that racism is not exclusive to political party lines. And it is our white people's collective racist energies that contribute to the existence of people like Donald Trump. White people should have stopped him dead in his tracks in the 80s when he took out that full-page ad against the Central Park Five. But instead, white people drank the Kool-Aid, and we persecuted 5 innocent black boys for no good reason, other than they were black. So when I talk about the ills of our society, I'm talking about this. And no Democrat or Republican is going to fix what I now see as the true ills of society. The fact that racism even exists in 2024 is just beyond me. So I get mad and I get angry. And it has turned me to being an extreme radical leftist. I only want black radical leadership. I want black radical leadership. I want Malcolm X for president. That is how I feel. And if you want to call me crazy, if you want to say I'm unhinged, I don't care. Because the work that needs to be done on planet Earth is the reckoning within our hearts and minds for how we go about thinking about each other, treating each other, hating each other for the just because of identity, sheerly because of what you are on the exterior.
I saw a video, and I'm going to tag the creator. I really think that everyone should watch that video. In the video, this particular person was actually talking about how they are deconstructing their beliefs of whiteness, and how by default, based on societal norms and behaviors, some of his behavior was, unbeknownst to him, racist. And he is having a little bit of an awakening, and he's sharing that. And it was something that he said in the video that is about deconstructing, that we're all deconstructing. as a Black person, and I can only speak for me, I can't speak for everyone, I can't speak necessarily for the collective, but I can speak for me. In my case, as a Black man and who is moving about this world and also deconstructing a life of growing up in the South, having to deal with microaggressions, having to deal with the racism. I've experienced different forms of racism throughout my own life, but I have been deconstructing Christianity while most people are deconstructing their racist thoughts, and that's what we're experiencing. We encourage the deconstructing of all forms of, again, constructs, right? Constructs, social constructs, things that are formed, things that are created for the sake of hierarchy or superiority or preferential treatment, or the list could go on, and things in society have become a way of life by 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 just the way that they have been, and we haven't allowed for space of this world to be what it once was. What we're seeing now is a very real depiction of a real global world, a multicolored, multifaceted, multicultural, multilingual, multi-educational, it is a multiverse. We live in a beautiful world that represents God. And what is God? All things. But love and equality and understanding and harmony and peace and unity and appreciation of diversity and collaboration and desire to learn, and most important, the willingness to deconstruct. Are you willing to deconstruct? What is it that you have to deconstruct? What is it that you have to take the construct and break it apart? Those social constructs. What are those social constructs that need to be broken apart in your life? So, my friends, thank you for those of you who listened to the very end. I'm not even sure if any of you did, but if you did, thank you. You are the person that is going to help move the collective forward by your mere willingness to deconstruct. So I hope I made some sense tonight. Anyway, carry on, be well, and I'll see you guys around. Take care.
What do you guys think about everything he spoke about in that video? And what do you think about the second man as well, speaking on deconstructing? There are so many comments in the comment section of this video of people saying, "Oh, this is very courageous of you. Thank you so much for sharing. You said it the way it is." But I really hope that video gets to the people that actually need to see it, and you guys understand what I'm talking about. His point was made watching the match on Nashville. The city did nothing to stop it. The public display of it. Another person said, been learning, unlearning, and deconstructing for about 3 years now. I swear we need our own support group. I have been permanently angry since. My friends and family keeps me at arm's length to now. This is always a comment from any palm colored person who speaks about deconstructing and actually learning, relearning, and just unlearning some certain things that they have been told to be normal and okay. They're always talking about how their family literally just exit out of their life and they are now by themselves, but they are not going back. This person said, "It's to tell you this, honey. I am Black. When I saw The Color Purple, I need a therapy." That movie really did something to me. This person said racism exists because the idea of race exists. Once we drop the black white thing and they reference each other as people, as Americans, the work has truly begun. Without the white, there is no supremacy or guilt. Another one said, I think most white people are afraid to speak up because of the violence and repercussion they will face from other white people, which was what I was talking about in the second video of like seeing so many of these people when they come out to talk about deconstructing, learning, unlearning, relearning, and all of that. They always talk about the fear and the things that they had to go through with their family who are not yet on the same page as them. Read about the unaliving of Carol Jenkins. This person said, too little, too late. Some of us blacks are finished with turning the other cheek. We want complete separation from you white people. We no longer listen to you all anymore. It's been 400 plus years. The nerve. It's really, really draining. This one said, racism and the hate it embraces is the cancer that is destroying America. It is already too late because our government officials are both corrupt and racist, and that is the truth. There are so many things that we've seen recently that Trump was saying, and you can just tell how racist this person is. It's actually very, very crazy because I noticed he referenced it as well in his video. So let me hear what you guys think about this conversation. Let me hear what you think about the conversation of white people deconstructing white supremacy. And as well as a black person, what do you think we should be deconstructing? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next one.